Hello and welcome to Pathways with your host Noor Sudi. As you know, this is a space where we talk career, education, and the journeys in between. Today's episode, first of all, it's important because as we were growing up, we used to believe that, there is only one definition of success. Go to school, study hard, graduate, look for an office job and start working. However, the question is, what if life redefines you? What if you take a different path? What if your education after graduating is not your final destination in your career? So today I'm joined by someone whose journey challenges that traditional belief, the traditional way of doing things in the career world. She went to school and her degree, her qualifications were good, and she took a path different from what other people wouldn't take or wouldn't expect her to choose. And Shakirah,
Yes, please.
before you introduce yourself, the viewer out there, of course, would love to know, who are you? What do you do currently? How was your life back in school?
I am so delighted to be here. First of all, you look so good.
Thank you.
You look smart.
good too. Thank you.
My name is Shakirah. Degree owner. Bachelor's. I earned a bachelor's in Makerere University. I am not one for talking too much into my private life, so I'll not go so much into it.
Yeah.
But yeah, life was good at school, and I'm glad I passed through it all. I would encourage everyone else to do so as well. It's a good thing, try it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who is Shakirah for the people viewing?
A lady, like you see, one who went to school, and yes, like I said earlier, under a bachelor's degree. But as life has it, I had to take a different path, and proud to say I'm a makeup artist. Yes.
You're a makeup artist.
Yes, please.
Okay. And to the viewer out there, the reason, as why we are here, we are looking at the different parts of life, not the ordinary way. Sometimes you are redefined. And Shakirah, who went to school, would have dreamt, I believe, to be maybe a doctor, a lawyer, but with all her qualifications, high as they were, she chose makeup. Would love to know, Shakirah, what was your life back in school like? Did you dream that you would one day, did you want to become a makeup artist? Was it your passion? Was it an unexpected journey? Or it was life? What happened? Like, we would love to know.
I would gladly really share. Growing up, I've always been a career-oriented person, like very much so. I am the kind of girl that used to admire, those girls that come out of their cars, heels in their hands, a mug of coffee in their hands, like you are actually, you look at them and you sure see they are chasing something and a dream. Yeah. So I've always wanted to be behind a computer, number one. I've always wanted to be in white collar. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't see myself doing makeup per se, but I used to love makeup. Wow. I always had an eyebrow before going to the lecture room.
Like yours on point. Uh-huh.
Yeah, maybe it explains it all. I always had a red lipstick, those funny red lipsticks we had back in school. Yeah, we didn't have money anyway, but by then it was actually on point. Yeah, so before I graduated, I was invited by my ex-boss, bless him. I worked in a law firm before actually graduating. That's how sweet it was.
Wow.
Yeah, young as I was dining with bigger men, bigger ladies, bigger books and whatnot. So I used to look forward to having exactly that. I didn't see myself being a makeup artist, like not even in a dream. But as you know, life has it. COVID happened.
Okay.
Yes, COVID happened and we had so much time on our hands. Oh my God, the TikToks, the YouTube, the NBS and NTV, SNL, Mission, all that. So watching YouTube so much, I landed on a makeup video. So I said to myself, this could be something I could be trying out, as I sit and chill. We didn't have work to do. We didn't have no stickers.
Yeah.
And we were actually having the scare that some of us would be laid off work.
Yeah.
And yeah, most people were actually laid off work. Yeah, so basically that's what fueled my passion. And over time, I've actually mastered my craft, and I should say I love it so much. I couldn't have it any other way. I could, but yeah, right now.
So it was in COVID.
Yes.
So just to take you back, the moment when post-COVID, were you laid off, were you frustrated in your career, or eventually after COVID, you just said, no, let me throw in the towel and just move to makeup? At what point did you actually consider it to be like to move from something you actually love to something you have to take seriously as a career redirect?
When I was at work, I was really young. And, these are really big men, experienced. They could, tell me to send an email and I would do it like 10 times because it was non-perfect.
Yeah.
And as you know, lawyers really, really have good English. You really have to be so good with your English, whether written or spoken, name it. So I used to have it hard. And by then, I used to stay with my mother.
Okay.
So she was a bit far from my workplace. So all that was really a big hindrance to me. I was always late. My boss was always mad at me. I'm so sorry. Yeah, so when all this happened, I really looked into it and said, why not give it a shot?
Yeah.
You know what can come out of something if you don't try it. Yeah, that's how I got to be into where I am right now.
So you just said, this is not for me.
Yes.
You tested, said, no, this is not for me.
Yes.
So the point of coming late, you wanted to drive your own self.
Yeah, kind of.
I hear you. You were tired of following certain rules.
They were too hard.
Oh.
To be truthful, yes, they were too hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's when you just resigned and said, this is what I'm going to do.
I was actually laid off.
Oh, you were laid off.
I was laid off because too much was piling, and I wouldn't blame my boss for doing that. It was partly my fault. Yeah.
So, okay, at the point you realize that, let me try makeup. Let me take this because I love it.
Yeah.
And then I'm imagining your mother or your family. Was she happy the time you were in the law firm?
Yes, she was.
So I'm imagining the time when you're like, you know what, Mom? This is not working for me. I'm going to be a makeup artist. Okay, for some of the parents, I know you'll be a shock. Like, what are you saying? I've invested in you.
Yeah, sure.
So when you told your mom, was she supportive? Was she like shocked in the beginning? Did she judge you? Do you feel uncomfortable the time you told her that you were taking that path?
In all fairness, I am so glad. This is actually something to brag about because as we've gone so much into the world, I've really come to realize some parents are not good.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a very uncomfortable conversation.
Yeah, okay.
Children don't want to have, but yes, that's the reality of the matter.
Yeah.
But
not
I have been
good in a way that they're not supportive.
Yes, some parents are really, yeah. But I have been so blessed. I have a very supportive mother.
Nice.
You sit down and tell her, oh, mommy, I want to do this and that. And then she'll be like, do you think it is going to be good for you? Is it good for your health? But, at the end of the day, we just have to bring, the bacon home.
Yeah.
And this is something that is going to give me exactly that. So she actually told me, give it a shot. give it a shot, because I was crying, oh, mommy, I've lost my job. How is it going to be for me?
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. And then she told me, you know what? You're just beginning. It's not even halfway.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world. Just follow your heart, do your passion, and God will make a way. Yeah.
The fear of the unknown
Yeah.
was okay. Greetings to your mom, because it you know
Yes, I do.
how traditionally there is a parent that you're going to tell one day that you wake up and you say, mommy, I just, this is not just for me, or dad, this is not just for me. And they're like, no, you have to do it my way.
Oh, yeah.
Or, and I can imagine, I always imagine, because, they are untold tears, and,
Yeah.
that the parents don't even know that their kids go through. So to a parent out there who thinks, my daughter, my son, with all this money I've invested in them, they can never cross to being a makeup artist. Like how makeup artistry, beautician and all that. So in that line, which is more of a creative, it's a creative career.
Yeah.
What would you tell the parents?
Having been in both,
Yeah.
the white collar and then the creative world,
Yeah.
I would actually advise parents to let their kids explore. Yeah. Sometimes, okay, there is this edge of having to do what mommy says.
Yeah.
Go wash utensils, you have to do exactly that.
Yeah.
But then we are at an age whereby you can wake up in the morning and be like, if I be on my phone for 1 hour and wash utensils for 30 minutes, I'll be done by 7:30. Yeah, and mommy always wants me to be done by 7:30.
Yeah.
Rather than washing utensils from 7 to 7:30.
Yeah.
You get what I
Yes,
mean?
yes.
Yeah, so I would advise a parent out there to let their kids really explore, because you do not know how deep the waters are until you taste them. Yeah, you really can't tell. So, yeah, being in the makeup fields and what I've achieved from it, I would say it's not a bad thing to let your kid try it.
The parent issue. Maybe we'll come back to it. But
Yeah.
I would love to know, now that you've said it works for you. You look happy in it. And
Yeah.
I feel like you really are doing something you like. From when you decided that you are going to cross into makeup artistry to create a whole brand.
Yeah.
I would love to know what was in your head. What were you thinking? How have you grown it? What were the steps you took when you chose to take this path? Because there are people out there, fresh graduates,
Yeah.
students, even parents, a few of them that would love their children to have like a skill, because you never know, like you said, how, redirection comes at what point. So what were those things that you can tell the person viewing right now that this is what I did, this is how I've grown, these are the challenges, these are the steps I took, so that for a person who would love to, join,
Yeah.
because they don't know, but they would love to. How was it? How has been the journey of growing your brand?
It has not been an easy one. I will not even sugarcoat.
Yeah.
It hasn't been, just like any other thing, there are ups and downs, but me as me, I love the ups.
Okay.
I don't focus so much on the downs, because these are some things that happen in a few, but you're going to enjoy the fruits for some good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have been training so much, and over time, I have really perfected my crafts. I can tell from the too many compliments, I can see it with my eyes as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, like every time you work on someone and before you hand them the mirror, they're wondering, oh, how do I look? But what they see in the mirror and their reaction gives me so much joy. Like I sit back and be like, yeah, I did that. Yeah. So it's been so much training to do. Number one, because you cannot be perfect. The makeup I used to do in 2020 is not the same thing I do right now. So it takes
6 years down the line.
Yes, you have to keep on practicing, looking out for what is new on the market. What do people like? Because back in the day, People used to love flashy makeup.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, someone would like to have eyeshadow that looks exactly like their outfit.
Yeah.
How are you going to have blue eyeshadow with a blue outfit? Yeah. So, following all that, right now people love nude makeup. There are people that really love the flashy, but
Yeah.
with a touch of nude. So if you do not train and practice all the time, you definitely not be getting that. You'll be stuck to the old tactics and whatnot. Yeah, and then I've had a lot of encouragement.
Wow. Yeah.
A lot of encouragement from different people, but more specifically and in the most special way, I would love to thank my best friend Patricia.
Oh.
Yes.
Hi, Patricia. Okay.
Shout
Yeah.
outs to you. She has really, really encouraged me. You know, those times you come back and be like, you know what, man, the client has overstepped.
Yeah, yeah.
And then she'll be like, you know what, Shaki, you just need to. Can you kindly grow a hard skin?
Oh, yeah.
Because why are you too soft? But at the back of my mind, I know, this is not the kind of girl that can grow a thick skin. Yeah, but anyway, I really thank her so much. So training, encouragement, and then my clients have believed in me from day one.
Interesting.
From day one, even when I used to do mistakes.
Oh,
Yeah?
okay.
She could tell you, Shakira, you know what? I'm sure next time will be better. And they'll come back.
Yeah.
You know, you've done not a bad job per se, but not perfectly. But she'll be like, you know what? I know next time it will be better. You're a good girl. You're so calm. I can go on and on.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, very beautiful.
So you've been in this business for 6 years.
Yes.
Wow, that's some good time.
That's something.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I believe there is that what I believe God doesn't bring to you something that you cannot handle, and He brings you exactly. I think sometimes the situations that match you. Knowing you, for the viewers, I've known her. I studied with her in primary school, and here we are.
Yeah.
And we are in touch. Yeah. So she inspires me because we are in two different worlds. Like, I'm in the corporate world, and she's in her creative world, and she's really doing good. So the work she does and the softness in her, when I compare the two, I keep wondering, how do you do it? How has it been for you? But we are here to share because her case, I believe, is similar to so many other people's cases.
Yeah, sure.
And I believe your clients are soft, some are as soft as you because you are you.
Yeah.
So Shakira, what are the challenges that are in this business as you've grown your brand? You're like, this time, nah. There are times you've faced those challenges too, and then you doubt yourself. You're like, maybe this is it. Maybe I should stop there. Are there those moments?
Those are quite many. But one of the so many that is used to affect me, it doesn't anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, at some point it does because, well, it's still me,
Yes.
the same person handling. Before going into management, I used to not have writings. You know, there is so much power in writing.
Journaling, yes.
Yes.
So I have my notebook.
I see. There's so much power in writing. People tend to believe this is not so professional, so we do not have to sign anywhere.
That's true.
My goodness, there's so much that signature can do for you. Yeah. So there is this thing of clients not wanting to pay.
It happens?
A lot of so many times it does.
Oh.
Like clients don't want to pay for a service they've gotten because, well, okay, now I'm done with the makeup. The purpose is being served. Why do I have to pay? I even washed off the makeup already. Yeah. So that used to bother me so much, used to really break me so much. Like, why would you want to take a service for free? This is This is not food.
That's inhuman.
Yes, it is something you can live without, actually. You know, you can walk around without makeup.
Yeah.
But you can't walk around without food. You have to eat. So this is not food that you can't live without. By the time you call upon a makeup artist, I believe you have the funds ready to, you know,
and you fail to do it yourself.
Yes,
So
you can do it. So just pay for
business.
it.
Yeah.
So I used to not do the signing part until I was advised to actually draft a proper agreement. Yes.
For every client?
Yes.
Oh my God. It's work.
Like it's under the receipt. It goes down the receipt. Every time I give the client a receipt, I make sure they've gone through the agreement and whatnot and signed that, you know what, I agree to pay for this service before I am worked on. I'm actually advising every makeup artist out there to do that, because either way, I am here, I'm on ground, I'm going to work on you.
Yeah.
You get it? So before all that, I used to work for almost half or no pay. Because someone is thinking, oh, you're not yet out there, you're working on me, I'm going to advertise your craft. It doesn't work like that, you know?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that happened.
That's a big challenge. Actually, it's a very big challenge. And then there is a challenge of, I don't want to call it rude. I don't know how I should even call it without sounding
like, are they bossy?
judgmental.
Are they what?
You know, some people snap out of their character so fast.
Yeah.
Let me say, especially brides.
Yeah.
You know, there's so much going on,
A lot
so
of
many
pressure.
emotions, pressure and whatnot. The decorator is not putting up the gypsum the way they want it.
Yeah.
Manya, there is a certain singer that is pulling suspense from
The
each corner
clothes
and whatnot.
are lost,
It is so much mess going. So it takes a very calm and collected person to go through all that without hurting anyone's feelings around them. Yeah, so some people fail to actually put themselves together. My darling. Before you know someone is pushing you away, leave me alone. Like, my love, we need to work. We need to do this. You need to have the morning shoot.
Yeah,
it's very important. Like, I don't care. This is my function. Don't tell me what to do. But actually, in a few, when she's calm, she's the same person that is going to come and tell you, Vanange, we are so late. We are so behind time.
Yeah.
But honey, you've been pushing me away. I am just human. I cannot chase and run after you with a makeup brush. You need to sit, concentrate, calm yourself down, because you are actually not going to change anything. You see, if it decides to rain in the middle of the function, you're not going to stop it. So just stay calm and have what is available at that particular moment.
So that's a message to the clients.
Yes, like, we are all human.
Frustrate your work.
Yes. Do not frustrate the person working on you, because they are human. So let me say, if you are cooking, and you know, usually when we're growing up, when the food was hot, you know, the person was quarreling cooking it. You've heard of that?
They say obado yomba, something like that.
Yes. Because it's too hot, it's tough. So how do you expect someone to give you the best if you are not giving them the best environment?
And the brand is the product. It's so hard in a way that the product is the person.
Exactly.
And your brand is also at stake.
Yes. Because if they ask this person who worked on you, the makeup wasn't put right, and you know, she would definitely say Shakirah, Deluxe Beauty Bar. And see how your name goes down the drain from especially the people that believe in you.
I understand.
And then another one is the people around the bride. This can be a mess.
I know how it is.
Hey. So me, when I'm working, I often keep quiet. I love to concentrate. Yeah, I'll smile.
But you
I'll not
rarely
be
talk.
rude. Yeah, I rarely talk. I'll not be rude.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be sad, but I'm going to be quiet, simply quiet. So you hear someone say, "Eba nange," or makeup artist musiri say, "Na yori." She used to, like chase people out of the room
Yeah.
and whatnot. At some point, I find it rude to chase people, but then there's a point that comes in that they really need to move out. Yeah, but I am not one for that kind of energy, like chasing people. But yeah, I fear people.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So I'll maybe ask someone to help me do that. Just politely push them out
Yeah.
so we can actually work.
Yeah.
Before you know, someone is coming and telling the bride, "Panange, so a good day. The food person has not come.
Yeah.
What is she going to do? Please sort that, from with whoever."
And I think sometimes it's just an issue of coordination.
No. Actually, sometimes it's just the people.
Just the people.
Yes. Yeah.
is very
We can go,
unfair.
and then maybe there's a problem of going into people's houses.
Oh,
Yes. Growing up, hey, how do you go into
so
someone's
the tradition
house?
you said in.
Yes. Oh my God. How can your mother, how can it
go
land
to the
into
neighbor.
her ears that you are into someone's house, you're eating?
Yeah.
Yeah? Didn't we cook food home? Yeah, so that too, once you step your feet into the house, you do not know the people you're going to meet. Yeah, there's been cases of basezi. Yeah.
Okay.
Part of that?
Yeah.
Yeah, whereby someone will walk in and before they know, they are blacking out, waking up with no hairs and whatnot.
It happened?
Yes.
Okay.
It has never happened to me. It's not out of experience, but I've had stories, and I'm sure you've had too. So there is so much.
There is so much.
There's so much.
There is just one thing that I've always wanted to ask you. I see you sometimes going to work at 4 a.m. You're posting like at 3
Yes.
a.m. It's dark. And I'm like, how does this girl do it? Do you have a bodyguard? Because I feared moving in the night and I imagine you're driving. How do you beat that? Because I would assume it's a very challenge for especially a female.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Manangi, that one. Once I step out of my house, I am whole, like Shakirah, the whole shoes, clothes, my body, and everything is intact. But as I touch the steering wheel, one hand is on the steering wheel, and then the other is holding my
So you
heart.
actually drive alone?
Yes, like my heart is in my hands. I can see it pumping.
Have you taken the wrong turn before where you're supposed to go east and you go west?
So many times.
In the night.
Yes. You don't know who you're going to meet at
Yeah.
4 a.m.
Yeah.
You do not want to ask. What if they direct you to the wrong place and that's how you become sauce?
Okay, that's
how you
like a
become
movie, but
so
it's actually true.
Yeah, so it's really challenging.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I have over time grown to go and maybe find a closer place to sleep so that I don't have to drive all the way from home to wherever.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes it easy.
Wow. It's a lot. Growing a brand is not
It's a
easy.
lot. That's why sometimes you need to think twice before tarnishing someone's business name. Yeah.
So, your challenges, should I assume they are your hardest days, or like in the beginning, did you have any hard days? Like those hard days, you look back and you're like, this day, what was it like?
Apart from the clients that could despise and not want to pay after being worked on, I surely haven't had so many hard times in my business. I have been embraced by people. I don't know why. I've been loved.
That's nice.
Yes.
And assume me knowing you
Yeah.
and your character.
Yeah.
And then you work. You know what you do sells you,
Yeah,
right?
so
Your work
much.
is good.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I'm thinking you're female
Yeah.
and you have dreams bigger than this,
Yeah.
or growing your brand to another level. It all takes so many resources and time. is this viable, like financially for you? Is it something that has been able to sustain you? For someone out there who is like, being a makeup artist, like I need to invest a lot, I won't get the money I want. Has it been financially viable and has it sustained you?
In all fairness, yes, 100%. Like 100%. Any makeup artist out there can actually say the same. It has, yes. For as much as I remember, I have not had a second source of income for the past 6 years. And oftentimes people throw that funny question like,
Yeah.
you are sure there is no man behind this lifestyle?
The man is your job.
Oh my God, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I work every single day.
Yeah.
I really try to, perfect everything around me so clients keep on coming. Yeah, the recommendations, there is one thing recommending you,
Yeah.
and then them wanting what you actually do. Yeah? There's a time someone recommended a client to me. And then after some time, I see her pictures, like her wedding pictures, and I'm like, wait a minute. You used someone else. And then, she's like, I didn't think I was comfortable with your work, but that's back then. Yeah, people have tastes and preferences. So yes, makeup is a really, really good business.
Yeah.
For as long as you set your boundaries. Yeah, because there is working and then there's getting the money. Yeah. So before, I used to not get the money because they used to not pay me. Yeah, someone is giving you
working
quota.
for free.
You cry and, someone will just not give you like, it's okay, she'll be okay. Yeah, and you're not going to put them out there.
But Ugandans know. Okay, if it's me, like I'm growing a brand, I've given you a service. You can't go to hospital and pay half.
Exactly.
So, because, why we are bringing this here is people take creatives as a joke. Like, because this one is hospital, it's a doctor. You go to a supermarket, you don't bargain. You just pay. And then you meet a makeup artist because she's a makeup artist. You are not a makeup artist, but you want the service. You actually don't know how to do the makeup yourself. And then you get a service and don't pay. That is very wrong and unfair. Ugandans, we should do better for sure.
Exactly. So, I have sustained myself for the past 6 years alone.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, please.
How much?
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm assuming sometimes in a week you can work every day, or you set yourself to work like for a few days or certain days. How much do you earn? Like, how much on average? No. Okay, don't tell us the exact figure, but on average, because we are looking at people who actually they look, they are like, I cannot go into that. But then you are home, you are jobless, you have the means, you can actually invest, you can go train, like you said, and you start up, a makeup brand, like Shakirah did. And you're doubting it because you think it has no money. So Shakirah can just tell us her secret. What's like on average?
Okay, I am not going to base it on me.
Yes,
alone.
don't.
Yeah, but on average, a makeup artist, like a proper makeup artist, can earn up to 4 million, even more.
When?
A month.
Wow.
Yes.
Without taxes, by the way.
Don't mention that.
Oh, sorry. Okay, we pay taxes. We pay taxes.
We do. Yes, we do. Yeah, so on average, it can even go up to 10 millions, depending.
A month.
Yes, it's that good.
Wow.
Yes.
That's good money.
It's
not
good.
for you, not based on you, but
wholesomely. But if you would really want to try it, someone out there, if you want to try it, just don't hesitate. Give it your best shot.
But they should train.
Yes, they should train. That's not something to even bargain about. Training. You just need to have good work and calmness. That's very vital. Because you are not going to fight with every client you meet. Yeah. I should say most recommendations I've gotten.
Yeah.
I have gotten them based off how I treat the clients. I'm not proud of it because what do you mean? Bambi Shakirah
Yeah.
that's not good to be identified as such.
Yeah.
So that someone can give you business. Yeah. But at the same time, it is vital because imagine if every client you meet along the way, if they piss you off or something,
Yeah.
you go off with them. You've lost over like 10. Her and like 9 recommendations. So yeah.
Is there a time when you feel exhausted and you just say, let that go, I want to work with that client?
There've been a few cases of that. There are clients you meet and they are really unruly. So bad that you do not want to experience them twice.
Okay.
Yes. Like, okay, I am done with this gig today. I'll never work with this person again, no matter what. I've had them. I have had actually a few that ask people around me that trick Shakirah and ask her if she can work with me again. This time around, I'm going to be a good person.
Can you imagine?
Yes, because they liked your service, they liked your demeanor and everything, but they treated you bad. They want to work with you, but they're even scared because of how they treated you in the previous, Yeah, so...
Okay, that's good. You're a female, and majorly I see makeup artists are female, like a higher number that I've encountered, I've met. Is this career or a job that is gender sensitive? I rarely meet, I've met a few, but mostly it's the females that I meet. Is it like, do you think it's gender sensitive? Because there is a guy out there, a boy,
Yeah.
who says, I would have done that, but wagenda kwenda babatya. So is it gender sensitive? Can someone take it up? Especially when all your clients are more female than the males. How do you think people perceive that where you work? Like a boy, he's a man. He can't do the work as I expect.
Shockingly, I think this is something that everyone knows right now. Women, ladies, everything in that category love to work with men more.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, I am a lady and I'm in the creative world, but to be honest, men sometimes do it better.
How?
Yeah,
What's
I
so
don't know
different?
how, but when men put their hands to something, it's to perfection. Like, it comes out perfect. The only problem with that, especially with makeup and hair as well, men tend to lose their masculinity.
Okay.
Yeah, they tend to lose their masculinity because, okay, today I don't have a model, but
Yeah.
I would love to try out a certain face bit or something. What do? They end up putting the makeup on themselves and then it's going to look nice. Yeah, this is how they begin to transition into so much that I don't want to go into.
That's it, yeah.
Yes, but that's basically, I think, why some parents wouldn't be comfortable with their sons doing makeup and hair. Okay, being so much into the ladies' world. Who doesn't want to be into the world of women? It's so beautiful. Yeah, it's so colorful. Imagine entering a black room and
Yeah.
a pink room. What would you choose? Of course, pink, white, light blue, and, to mention. Yeah, so the only problem is, okay, according to me, the only problem I see about men doing makeup, some lose their masculinity. Yeah, it's evident.
So they start modeling and trying things on themselves.
Yes,
Okay.
and wanting to put on like, because you're not going to put on a suit and then have a face bit on. Yeah. But again, it's all about taking the bag home. Yeah.
Back home.
It's very important.
There is the person out there, when we come out of school, we have different things because of sometimes the circles we are in. Everyone believes, like back then when I completed school, I said, I'm going to work for an audit firm. But okay, I'm very flexible.
Yeah.
Like a few months, I was like, nah, I won't. But there is a person that has passion. There is passion, and then there is what you can actually do to sustain you.
Yeah.
So, what should someone actually choose?
Sometimes passion is the fuel that drives people to their careers. You know, when you love something, you do it even when you're tired.
Yeah.
You perfect it even when you're tired. Do you know such a thing like going to work? Let me say you work in a particular office and you be like, you know what, can be pangeyo byebimanyi for as long as I've done it.
Yeah.
But when you love something, you really want to see it, you know, excel. Like, I wouldn't want to see my brand, Deluxe Beauty Bar, that I have built from all the way. From a single stall to wherever I am right now, go just down the drain because, oh, I'm tired. No. I'll wake up at 3 a.m. in the morning if I need to, just to work. Yeah, my brides know we are always up by 2.
Yeah.
We have to be done by 7. Yeah, but if you do not love something, you definitely not going to give it all that energy. Yeah, so passion is the fuel that drives us.
I see. Now that you love this thing so much, you love your career, but you do nice work. Do you think, going back to, you know, your education and all that, first of all, even as a makeup artist, is there like upgrading? Do you like, are there, apart from this, you know, I don't know, the various, the upgrade that is in the makeup world, but are there certain things you actually do and say, this is a certificate in this is, you know, that you actually do and it sells you out and you feel it has grown you too?
Yeah, especially with makeup, you are dealing with skin.
Okay.
So sensitive. You do not want someone to wake up in the morning and go out there. If we were in that world that sues, you know, someone can wake up and sue you for spoiling their skin. Like you did not actually do the makeup, the foundations and whatnot. It is not the work of your hands. It is a finished product. You went out to the market and bought, thinking, oh, this will be actually best for me and my clients. So before you know, someone is reacting to it. So yeah, you really need to go out there, read. Yeah, especially with skin. Yeah, very sensitive topic.
That's actually...
You know how ladies love their skins.
Of course. We do. Like it's the first, that card. You don't have to spoil that card.
So yeah, you need to upgrade once in a while.
I hear you. So you do a lot of research.
Yes, I do.
Which countries? Like, are there specific countries? Okay, we are not marketing, but are there, like, to a person out there? Because reason why brands come up and fail, I've seen this in makeup. Clients say, there are people who say, I have a face bit at 15,000. And then there is Shakirah who says, it's 100. Like, that's it, non-negotiable.
Yeah.
That difference, I assume, comes from the products you use.
Very much so.
Yeah? So I'm wondering, with that research you do, are there like certain places, certain worlds that you go and say, I stick to this because this is what I've discovered and this is what I'll use for my work? Because why do you have to overprice? We believe you overprice sometimes. Like, oh, that one I said, we're talking, and then you go to a cheaper one and you actually save.
Like we said earlier, passion is the fuel that drives, but again, investing.
Okay.
Yeah, you have the passion and not want to invest in it. Yeah, so products vary. Hey, very much. You definitely go to that person that charges 15,000 because that's the range. Let me say you bought a foundation at 5,000 shillings. It suits you best to charge a client 15,000. But imagine you bought a foundation at 250. You know that these products that I will not mention, but people know out there. You find a lipstick at 100K. Yeah, but there's lipsticks for 3K downtown, but the difference is seen very, very well. You can tell someone is putting on an Oba,
Okay.
and someone is putting on. Yeah, you can tell the difference.
I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, she's already judging me, but
No.
I don't know. I don't even know what I use, but
No.
Okay, because you're the makeup artist here.
Yeah, it wasn't my intention.
So at this point in life,
Yeah.
do you think you wasted if you had a chance, would you go back in the days to a younger Shakirah? Would you have completed your education, or do you think it actually has shaped you and has helped you build your brand?
No, education is not even something to bargain about. Yes, you have to be educated no matter what. It doesn't matter if you're going to sell tomatoes because they also bring money on the table. Yeah, whatever you're going to be in the world, be educated. You do not know when you are going to meet your next boss. Like, you can be doing the side hustle and then have like a main career-oriented job. And so education it has really shaped me. First of all, I have been through school for so many years. Yeah, because count from baby class
Over 20.
to university, I have met different people. If I wasn't socializing with different people, I do not think I would have been a makeup artist at this point, even after 6 years. There are different characters, especially in boarding school. Oh my God. Oh my God. Someone does not want to lay their bed. Someone is going to go up and step on your bed that you've laid. Someone is stealing your water. But, we pushed through all those challenges. So what do you mean a client is going to come and be rude to you for just 30 minutes? Yeah? I have handled this for 20 years.
Shakirah, I would be pissed if you don't pay me. I would be.
Oh, yeah. It's not nice. It's not nice.
Yeah, but I understand education. There is that part of being resilient.
Very much so, yeah. So for the people that went to Makerere University, oh my God, you cannot make it out there if you are not, first of all, consistent, very calm. Because someone is going to come and give out, let me say, a paper. You all sit for it, yeah? And marks are missing. You're not going to take your fire to someone's office. You will have to calm down. Like it or not, you will have to calm down. If it means kneeling, so that they can direct it where your marks are, or the papers, so you can look through to find your own. A heap of papers, my love, you will do it. Yeah, so school has really shaped me so well for this job, so well. Yeah, because even after all that, we made it through. Didn't we?
Yeah.
So in the morning, if a client is acting some type of way, I'll say to myself, by 6 p.m., I'm not going to be in the same place. For as long as they pay me, I'm not going to be in the same place.
Yeah.
So let me just do my thing, take in all they're throwing at me, and
Nice.
Yeah.
So you've spoken about that. Some university and it happens everywhere. It happens everywhere.
Does it?
Yeah, it does. I'm from a different, but we won't go into that.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, a week ago, a week ago, we had over 9,000 students, graduates from Makerere University at the Hill. What advice do you have for a fresh graduate who might love makeup, or who thinks I should land an office job? Whether what? What advice do you have to tell them as they go into the real world?
My advice would be, if you love it, do it. Yeah. If it's the office job that you want, go for it. Because oftentimes we get what we want. You know that.
Yeah.
You're not going to throw a stone at a mad person and not expect a stone back. They will stone you thrice. Yeah?
Yeah.
So if you love it, go for it. If you feel like it's business or the creative world that you would love to join, kindly give it a shot. Yeah, there's no manual to things. Yeah, there's no manual to things. Like I said, the end point, the end goal is the money. If you want to be an assistant in a certain office, write your application letter, take it.
Yeah.
If you want to be a makeup artist, go buy those brushes and start painting faces. That's how good and flexible the world is.
Do you train?
Yes, I do.
You do?
Yes.
But Shakira, I'm looking at your schedule, and most of the times you're moving to clients. At what point can you have time to train people?
To train. If someone comes in and they want to be trained, I'll definitely create a schedule for them. We sit down, draft it, and see what suits both of us. Yeah.
Okay. To the viewers out there, just to give an opportunity, this is a lady behind what you've seen is a brand called
Deluxe Beauty Bar.
Deluxe Beauty Bar, and I
Yeah.
believe it's on all your handles.
Yeah, handles.
So
Instagram.
here at Pathways with me, Noor Sudi, we believe that Shakirah has grown. She once was a younger girl who had dreams, took her school, and just like you, she took a path. She redirected. So the things she's saying might actually be similar. You never know when it happens, but please, if you would want maybe some time
Yeah.
to go and visit Deluxe Beauty Bar for
Yeah.
training, she's available. Please tell the people.
Very available.
Tell the people.
They can always check out my pages. Instagram goes names of Deluxe Beauty Bar, TikTok.
Yeah.
And yeah, of course, my numbers are there. Just in case of anything, just hit me up. I'll be right there to serve you.
What do you admire most about being a makeup artist?
So much, especially when it comes to personality.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they expect. Okay, I shouldn't say they expect, but this is what is selling you. You need to look good.
As an artist.
Yes, because what do you mean you look the other way you want and you're going to make me look beautiful? You need to look good. You need to look like your job.
Just there. I think you are right, because I don't want to be rude or something, but here we are raw. We
Yeah.
we speak honestly. There is a makeup artist that you go to, and Shakirah, you won't go back because maybe they've where they are working from is not clean.
Yeah.
The you can feel the product itself, the brushes they use,
But dirty.
themselves, the cloth, the
Yeah.
branding. So
Funny how about hygiene.
yeah.
I am always putting on a white t-shirt when I'm working. Most of the time, like 99%
Yeah.
of the time, I am wearing white. And someone will ask you, Rachayambadi white kwedugaza. That's not the goal. I want to see how far I can go with this cleanliness thing. Like, how careful can I be? How good can it go?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So I'm always putting on white.
With products that have different
Shades,
Yeah.
especially the foundation. Oh, that sticks very much. Yeah, so you just need to look like your job to attract more people. So if someone looks at my skin and I advise them about a certain skin product, they'll take it.
nice.
Yeah, they'll take it because,
they believe
it's the
they
same
look
thing
at
I
you.
use. Yes, so you really have to look good. That's one thing I love about being a makeup artist. You need to show up looking good. Who doesn't want to look good?
Okay, that's
Yeah.
I love that. Shakirah, going back to your university self,
Yes.
that young girl climbing a hill to go with books, ready to shine,
Yeah.
come out, start here and there, work here and there. What would you advise that young Shakirah back then?
One thing for sure, you need the books. Like we said, we are not compromising on that. But then having a craft as well is something that every parent, I've actually seen senior for results, the new curriculum, they have a project work somewhere. That is very, very good. Yeah, like you need to have something you can put your hands to. What do you mean you can't bake? Yeah, you cannot do, those simple
Talk to
things.
me
At least,
directly. Okay.
no, not baking in
Yeah,
particular,
I
but
understand.
at least you need something you can put your hands to.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've seen so many people finish degrees and masters and all that, but then she's seated in maybe a certain bank, and then she will say to you, Banange Shakirah, Rach Tonjigiriza makeup, kindly teach me makeup. Because sometimes you have the gigs here, I can just take that on and have some extra pay. They're earning well, but they still need this little pennies coming in, yeah? So I feel like it should be something everyone should do. Whether you went to school or not, at least learn a skill. Yeah.
Learn a skill.
It can be baking, it can be makeup, it can be hair, shoemaking, bags, mention all that, for as long as you have one of those.
Learn a skill.
Yeah, so imagine you wake up now, like when I lost my job, if I didn't really embark myself onto this journey of the makeup thing, my darling, I've looked at people looking for jobs, and what do you mean 10 companies are not calling you? Like not even one is calling you. So imagine if you can bake your pancakes
Yeah.
and move them around
Have a
to
skill.
schools. Yeah, have a skill. Very important.
That's, I think that is very good advice
Yeah.
to the younger generation out there. And I honestly, it also speaks to me.
Oh yeah, does it?
Yeah. So I'm coming to learn makeup.
Please
but,
do.
what advice? There are two categories.
Yeah.
There is a parent and there is a student, because a student turns into someone doing something. What advice would you give a parent out there and a student out there?
A parent
In
towards their
regards to
children.
creatives specifically, and versus education.
Yeah.
Yeah. As we wind up.
As we wind
Yeah.
up. Okay. So, we have ears as children, but our parents are our ears, they're our eyes, they're our minds, are everything, even up to now. Do you believe so?
Yeah.
Yes. So kids usually take so much of their parents. Like we take off their energy like so much. If my mom wakes up in the morning and tells me, I do not like what you do, I'll go do it, but at the back of my mind I'll be like, my mom is despising this.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not good for me. That's how I lose the spirit. But it is actually something that is working for me. So to the parents out there, I feel like you just need to be more encouraging to your children. Yeah. Why do you think some parents take their children to learn karate? It is, you're not encouraging your child to fight, but this is actually something people do out there to earn money. You know that? Yeah. Okay. Tennis, the planned kids.
Yeah.
You always find them in tennis,
Yes.
golf and whatnot. So I feel like for the parents, their job is to invest and encourage. Take an example. You keep your child in his or her bedroom every day, reading mathematics. You yourself, you can't actually do it. You need a few videos from TikTok and YouTube to refresh your brain and bring you back to, the normal world. You cannot be reading all the time. Yeah, so you can have a mixture. You can put mathematics and maybe baking into. Yeah,
Practice,
so with the parents, it's just encouraging and investing in your child.
It's never that bad. Creatives are actually important.
Very important.
And to the world, to the future where we're heading, everyone must have a skill like
Oh my God. Imagine you are in this world, but all that your brain is based on is, okay, what does this law say? Manyama slow. There are so many things we actually learned in school that I don't even remember right now.
As a makeup artist.
Yes, like I do not. They actually don't even apply.
Canadian prairies, yeah.
Yes. So, Canadian prayer. Oh, I don't even remember those
Yeah.
things so well. But yeah, you get my point. There is being into that world, but there is actually the actual worlds. Like people say, ground vidalamu. Yeah.
I hear you. So to the student, to the fresh graduate,
To
a
the
younger generation.
The younger generation. They just have to be open-minded, be willing to learn. Because we weren't all born with all these skills. I didn't know how to cook when I was young, or like when I was just born. But my mother taught me how to cook.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know how to draw an eyebrow, but I was willing to learn to draw the eyebrow.
Yeah.
The eyebrow is what is putting food on my table, fuel in my can, clothes on my body.
Nice.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you just have to be willing to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. Don't be rigid. It's not all about education. Oh my God, I just want to be a bookworm and whatnot. Go out there and learn a skill. Very important.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think I wouldn't have brought it out better than that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but being open-minded, yeah. I hear you. It's very
Open-minded.
important as a girl, a little boy out there. Thank you for watching. This is Shakirah, the lady behind
Deluxe Beauty Bar.
Deluxe Beauty Bar, and
Yeah.
you can learn a thing from her. Do you mind giving them your contact?
Yeah, sure. If you want to reach out to me, my number is 0703 800 805. That would do.
Thank you so much, and let me give this opportunity just to appreciate our teams behind the cameras, behind the videography that you see here. We have the documenters. Follow them on your pages, all their pages. It's the docu, then full stop, then mentors. And we are here at Paleton Spaces in Chanja.
Yeah.
If you have any podcasts or anything like that, you can always come through, and you shoot. You put out content out there that is, good enough.
Very beautiful.
So thank you,
space.
Shakirah, for coming.
Thank you for
I've learned so
inviting
much
me.
from you
Have
as a
you?
creative director. You are. Did
Yeah.
you know that? And I'm going to come and learn.
You sure should.
Yeah. So viewers, please learn a skill. Be open-minded, and to the parents out there, or guardians, or sponsors, skilling in this world is very important. Other than that, thank you for passing by. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.